demo. I did a live demo.
Oh, okay, very good. Very good.
Yeah.
Send me a title for that. I think we're going live.
Okay.
Are we? Are we
We're
live?
live.
We
are
are
live.
live. Welcome everybody to Fun Friday, John Lavenia Success Mastermind, whatever day this is, 9th of October. Tomorrow is 10/10/2020. So I'm excited about that. We've had an action-packed week over here with people like Ego, who you may have just seen talking if you're just tuning in right now. And of course, Mark and Adrian and Stuart. And not to mention, we did have a guest speaker yesterday. Those of you who were able to catch that session, I know about 30 of you were on there with Chelsea, who is an expert e-commerce copywriter. So you'll find that if you're a full member here. And if you're not, you should be one, right? Because if you're just watching this on YouTube or Facebook or whatever, go ahead and grab yourself a membership because, oh my goodness, the content, the value, the amount of insights that we're getting from the various people who perform, right? Stuart, start performing, please. Give us a right, but who share their experience, like our guest speaker yesterday. It's pretty enormous. So what I'm saying is, if you are a member, go into the special events recordings, and you'll find access to that replay there, as well as a nice discount on professional services if you're interested in such things. But today is Fun Friday, so I've got my dog right over there. Who's got an animal or something? We're gonna have jokes, and we're gonna have dog shows. And I was hoping to actually show you my daughter's hamster today, but she's out with mom. Who's got somebody, some furry family member you'd like to share? Do that while I call my dog over here. Butch, get over here, you little rat. Get over here. All right. So I think you guys have met Butch before, but he is a Chihuahua, and his back legs don't work so good, but he drags his ass around pretty nice, and he is part of the family. As all of our dogs, he is. We only have one now. It's him, but they've all been rescue dogs, and he wants to say hi.
G'day, Butch.
Yeah.
Hello.
This is Butch. This is a terribly masculine,
Butch.
masculine name.
Butch.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. That's right. He's my little Mexican Chihuahua. Okay. Very good. You go get some sun. He loves sun. It'll be 120 degrees out, and he'll be laying in the sun. So, all right. Anybody else with a joke or an animal or something you'd like to share with us today?
I have a joke.
Yes, please.
I hope you guys find it funny. I heard this and I was laughing my head off. So a burglar broke into a house, and as he was about to take some equipment, he heard someone say, "Jesus is watching you." And then he looked around, and it was a parrot. And then he asked the parrot, "Did you say that?" And the parrot said, "Yes." And he said, "Is your name Jesus?" He goes, "No, my name is Moses." And then the burglar said, "What idiot would name their parrot Moses?" And he said, the same idiot who would name a 150-pound Rottweiler Jesus.
Oh, that's great. Oh, good stuff. Who else? Who else? We gotta get some more animals.
I've got something funny, which isn't actually a real joke. It's just something funny that Elvis saying your joke reminded me of it. I don't know if it might be slightly controversial, but because she wasn't brought up in a religious way or anything, and she did the what's it called, nativity play, and she came home and she goes, "Mum, why did Mary name her son after a swear word?" And she's heard as people go, "Jesus." And she literally thought it was a swear word. I know.
There you go. Well, so much for modern culture. So there's that. Sonia, you've got your hand up. Come on up.
I do. It's not a funny, but it's a win. It's a huge win.
Tell us.
I just got an email. Remember that promotion I was up for on Monday?
Yeah.
I got it!
Welcome,
Sonia, look at this. The hits just keep on coming. This is great. So you wanna tell us about this? Is something you've been working on for a while, or what led up to that breakthrough?
This group.
Okay.
This group. I've been trying to break through a certain salary for 5 years? Jesus. And and
What?
this
Here?
sorry. And I don't even know. Oh my God. I have to respond to this lady, but yeah, ever since this group, and so much has changed since this move. Like everything's changing since I moved, and for someone who hasn't had any bloody movement in my life in years, this is phenomenal. So yeah, it puts me into a $70,000 a year income bracket, which I haven't been able to get. I haven't been able to get above 60. So it's been like 4 years at 60. So this is a great jump.
40?
Amazing.
40 years, and now a breakthrough after what, a month?
40. I said 4. Don't make me that old, John.
4? I thought you said 40. Thank you. That is huge. What a tremendous win. Thank you for sharing that. And I can tell you, in my perspective, what's changed, and it's you. So the catalyst, this is an interesting topic that we could take up here. In my experience, the catalyst for my breakthroughs have always been via others, right? It's not just been John's, the guy alone doing it, without any support or mentoring or guidance or whatever, examples, right? Demonstrations from other people. All of these things, to me, add up to the most valuable guidance or catalyst for me getting where I want to go. Could you imagine if I had to pioneer all this stuff? Like what you just shared, Sonia, imagine if you had to, all on your own, well, in the last 4 years, I suppose, to a degree, you've been doing that, right? Is try and advance, right? With all that you currently know, like your, I guess if we use the metaphor, like your vessel is full with what you already know, but what else outside of that that you may not know that you don't know, right? Could be keeping you from getting to that higher level. And that's why I think things like what we're doing here is it's just so invaluable, because I know that I don't know. And I think for people who recognize that, I know we've kicked around that philosophy before, right? There's what you know that you know, which is good, right? But then there's what you don't know that you don't know, which is completely outside of even your consideration. New possibilities. In other words, that catalyst for introducing new possibilities of thought and performance, right? And integrity, right? Ideas that I can now act on, right? That almost never comes from just me sitting around with what I already know. I've never learned anything by being right, right? So if we're just here to sit here and assert our own rightness or self-importance or whatever, where's the evolution in that? So I'm thinking, Sonia, you've just like totally made my day. Totally made my day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for showing up, right? Because I guess that's the first part of it is showing up consistently in a conversation that's going to empower ourselves. I know Jesus knows as well, okay, since he's in this conversation today as well, that the majority of things that could come to me at random, okay, in other words, things that I could be exposed to just by observing society or tuning into mass media or whatever it is, which you guys know I'm not a big fan of mass media. And here's why: because the majority of it is not designed to empower me or to bring people together or to create harmony. I know in the news world, there's a saying, if it bleeds, it leads, right? So we want the most destructive chaos, Armageddon crap that you could possibly think of, because of course we got to sell ad space. Does that serve the viewership? No, of course not. What's the product? You're the product, right? Your attention is a commodity that is sold to the highest bidder. Sad but true, right? And when we think about, because I know, and I've got my head into some of this because I've been looking at some of the things that are happening in terms of suppressing certain voices in media and social platforms and things like that. So I've got my attention on, can we just look and see, what is true, what is good, what is right? There's a quote from the Bible, since we're talking about Moses and Jesus today, not the parrot and the dog, but, the actual, characters and the events that occurred. There's something that this guy Paul wrote, whatever things are good, whatever things are just, whatever things of good report, right? Think on these things. This is the internal dialogue that we can engage in, which can and will reveal itself not only in our outer dialogue, but in the experiences that we attract. So I guess when we look at Sonia, thank you for letting me lean on you a bit here, Sonia. When we look at Sonia and her increase, right, a substantial increase in her current existing work, right, what she has chosen to do with her time, what she has chosen to put her attention on with her days, right, that increase, is anyone surprised? Here's the question. Are we surprised? Like, oh, Sonia, I can't believe it. That's so amazing. No, I totally expected it. And I know to a degree you did too, right? I mean, you wouldn't have reached if you didn't have some expectation that you could get. We don't reach for something that is like a can't have condition. Like I'm not, I don't expect to be, the president or the Pope, or I mean, put some lofty title up there. I believe, and I may be wrong, I believe that's out of reach. Frankly, I'm also not that interested. Okay, but that kind of goes hand in hand. When we've got intensity of interest and definiteness of purpose and an inner belief that we can actually have if we just got motivated and did something, right? We're not terribly surprised when we get it. The first time I ever made over $100,000 in a month, it was, I don't want to say like deja vu, but I've been thinking about it so intently and working on it so intently that it wasn't like, oh my goodness, I just won the lottery. I can't believe it. How amazing. You know what's really amazing? What's amazing is how often we're able to screw it up. How powerful we are, that we're able to stop the flow so readily. Look how powerful you are. Now, that's kind of the booby prize, right? Look at how thoroughly I can screw up my life. But when we get into the flow, and doesn't it feel good? And I guess we'll bring Sonia back out here. Cyril, I see your hand is up as well. But doesn't it feel good to just be in the flow? I mean, look, win, lose, or draw, right? This particular circumstance, you won. And of course you won. Of course you did. But let's say you didn't. Does that mean this is the one and only opportunity that will befall you? I've heard people say that, opportunity knocks only once or twice in life, and I guess you got to figure out if this is the first or second time, right? So you don't want to pass it up. I mean, that's a good sales pitch. That's good. Yes, we create urgency in our lives and hopefully in the lives of others if you're looking to have influence and help people get where they want to go. You got to carpe diem, man. You got to seize the carp, right? Here's the carp right here. Grab it. But win, lose, or draw, doesn't it feel good? Isn't part of your pay, Sonia, thanks for letting me lean on you here a bit, isn't part of your pay the feeling of satisfaction consistently because you're making progress, you're doing on purpose work, on purpose action, like Henry Ford said, there is joy in work and you're doing good work. Well, sign me up, damn it, right? Regardless of this particular payday, there'll be lots of paydays. What are your thoughts on that, Sonia? You've got the floor.
Oh, yes. Yes to all of it. It's validation. I've been trying to get into this organization for 4 years. I've always wanted to work for the Department of National Defense at this level, and now I am, and that's really cool. I always think that if an opportunity doesn't come to me, then it wasn't mine to begin with. And I just put out what I want and try to see myself doing it. But there was something different about this one because I'm different than I was 6 months ago. I'm different than I was 4 months ago. And I see that so strongly. Sorry.
Wow. Well done, Sonia. We got a few other hands up. Let's go to Cyril and then Star and whoever else. Thanks, Cyril.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, John. I've got two things. One is I'll start with a joke. What's the
great.
best? Sorry, I thought I'd continue that a little at least. What's the best thing about Switzerland?
It's got to be either watches or cheese or chocolate.
Women.
I don't know, but the flag is a big plus.
Ah, there you go. Hey, Ace man got it. All right. Thank you.
Anyway, moving on swiftly. Yesterday, I didn't feel as though I had any pluses until last night. The plus got bigger. Over the last week or so, because I've been kind of promoting on, or rather trying to get a following on Instagram, it so happened that a very kind of an old friend of mine from about 30 years ago got in touch and said hi. And turns out that apart from doing a PhD in philosophy, she got into marketing. And I happened to mention that I've been pushing forward with kind of up my marketing skills and stuff, because basically when I studied marketing at uni, it was part of a degree rather than the whole degree, and so I have basically lots of holes in it. So she basically downloaded last night a massive load of marketing tools onto my Google Drive for me, which was amazing. One of the aspects I did at uni. The rest of it is there's so much of it in terms of launches and all sorts of stuff. And to be honest, she gave me some other bits and pieces, a few bits earlier, but I'd forgotten when we spoke about them yesterday. But then with that massive load last night, I thought it was a good idea to pass it on, pass on my win, because I think it's good for me, because I don't always look back and look at my wins. So yes, thank you.
Thank you, Cyril, and congratulations. You got a bunch of, sounds like, free marketing stuff. So
yeah, well, considering that it also, I've been listening to some of the stuff already, and it's already widened my thinking, because although I realized the eczema stuff, is a good avenue for me, I actually need to make some money to make that work, really. So and to be honest, what my avenue I've been looking at is more down email marketing, and also because you offered the affiliate thing, I was thinking that's actually a good way for me to actually start as an approach from my marketing point of view as well, online marketing. So
sure.
I will be doing that shortly once I've kind of learned what I need to do. So yes, thank you again. Thank you, John, as well.
My pleasure. And what Cyril's referring to is that we do have affiliate programs, right? And for those who are vague on how that works, that's where you take someone else has created the product and you just match it up with the ideal target audience. They buy the product, you get a commission. Simple as that, right? Although there are a few moving parts. There's definitely things to know about that. But another income stream, right? Let's add income streams. That's fantastic. Hey, let's go to Star, and then Ego, and then Caroline. Hey, Star Heart.
Hi there. Lower hand. Hello, everybody. Happy Friday and all. And Sonia, amazing. Well done. And I'd just like to sort of come back to that whole point and that whole journey, because, I don't think you're not alone in this group in having the self-development in the last 6 months enable you to see greater things for yourself and create a new reality for yourself and be there to go out and grab it. I know that myself, I know that Ivier, I know that with Hunsang and her job, there's been so many of us who are achieving things because we're in a different mindset, and we're in a mindset where we're ready to accept it. Because I know for me, I used to sort of, when things were going really well, I'd go in a self-destruct mode, or I'd go in a talk down mode, or I tell myself that, or as we've talked about this before, ego with the imposter syndrome and stuff, it's all of these things that hold us back. And I will say it, particularly as women, in professional capacities, you know, we do tend to talk ourselves down before anyone else talks ourselves down. You know, we don't have to, you know, and it's amazing that, and that's what I love about this group, is it does give us the strength to know our worth and to go out there and shout about our worth and say, actually, no, this is me. I'm taking this position. I'm totally qualified and you will pay me what I'm worth, you know? And so just big ups to you, Sonia, and well done. And flying the flag for us fantastic professional ladies. And yeah, just onwards and upwards, really. Well done.
Well done. And thank you, Star. And I know you've got big developments going on in your life as well. So I am fully expecting that everything's
I'll talk about those when they happen.
Yes, yes, that's right.
They're in the pot stewing.
Yeah, good stuff. Let's get Ego out here and then Caroline. Hey, Ego.
Hi everyone. Happy Friday. So I want to talk about the law of attraction. I'm not preaching. I'm just touching on it. It's so real. I don't know if you guys remember a few months ago. I don't remember who it was who said they'd gone for a walk and they found some money walking in the woods or something. And they wished for more money, or they thought about a pink piggy bank, and they found a purse or something, and they showed it. Do you guys remember that?
It was Therese.
Oh, was it Therese? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. Anyway, yesterday I kind of struggled a bit, so I had a nap at 3 so I could be up at 5 for the call. But I slept right through past 10 p.m. So clearly I needed it. And then I was feeling, not weighed down, but I just needed to go out. I'd been in the house for weeks, aside from when I had to go to hospital. So I asked my son, can he come with me? Can we go for a walk? We went for a walk, and it was dark. I mean, there's street lights, and there was 5 pence. It's really tiny. That's our smallest coin, right? 5p. And I said to him, wow, look, there's 5p. And then I said to him, I had said before in conversations that we actually attract increase, right? So I saw that. And he said, Mom, are you going to pick it up? I'm like, yeah, I will. Money is attracted to me. So I picked it up. I wiped it because it's been raining. And I wiped it and I put it in my pocket. So we got home, I took it out, washed my hands, and I said it again. Money is attracted to me, right? Anyway, today I get a phone call from, this company that I've done some work for. And they said to me, they owe me, I did not even think about it. And this is like from years back. They owe me £50,000. And I'm like, what? They owe me £50,000, and they'll talk me through the process of actually getting that money from 5p. And, my son said to me, when he was growing up, you'd see like 1p and I'd say, don't touch it. But I remember Therese saying, well, now I know it's you, Therese. I didn't actually realize. And he said, are you going to pick it up? I'm like, yes, money's attracted to me. And then we got home, washed my hands, and he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm washing my money and my hands. And I said, money's attracted to me. And then just, the next day, today, 4 zeros are added to that number.
Wow.
So that's, like spectacular. So, yeah.
Well, from 5 pence to 50,000 pounds, that's a few more than 4 zeros, I think, right?
I know. I just added the 5 zeros. You know what I mean?
Is that 6 0? I'm actually doing the math. Yeah, that is unreal. Now, here's the thing, though. Like we were just talking about. I'm sorry, I go what?
No, it's not like it's taxable or anything.
Right. So like we were just talking about, getting into the flow in terms of our own actions, right? So your affirmation Was money is attracted to you? I know another way that I've heard that is I'm a magnet to money. I am a magnet to money. Oh, that's interesting. You know who is? My daughter. My daughter is. We're walking through an airport. There's $1. We're walking down the street, right? There's $20 bill. I mean, how does that happen? How does that happen? My daughter is just a magnet to money. I just got to keep her close, right? But but that's sort of a flow that we can get into. At least that thought process, right? Is of course I attract this kind of stuff. Of course, Sonia got the promotion. Of course, here's 50,000 pounds that Ego didn't even know she had coming. And now people are going to help you get it. Please help us give you 50,000. Okay, sign me up, right?
Yes.
So what's amazing is that we're able to stop that flow. And that's not something I want to focus on too much, but it's something that we can recognize because anytime, and Ego, look, you and I obviously have had lots of conversations. I've gotten to know you. You're a personal friend. I think we get into the inner dialogue, which is reflected in our outer dialogue. And I think a lot of times when we're not conscious of that, we can allow ourselves to get kind of stuck in the thick of then things. In your case, you've had some like real problems to solve, like real circumstances, like medical stuff and all this. By the way, Ego's book just came out today. I just got the notice that my pre-order on Amazon got filled. Did it get filled? Do I have this on my Kindle now? Is that what I have?
You do, yes.
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 So, but think about that. Think about that. So here's an idea that we could consider the idea. Oh, I think I'll write a book. You know how many people say that? Lots of people say that. You know how many people do it? 1 out of 1,000, 1/10 of 1%. Ego was 1/10 of 1% of people who intend to write a book. She actually did. Right now, everybody needs to go buy it. So, what's the title of the book again? Before we move on, it's not just about your hair.
More than just my hair.
More than just my hair. That's right. And you will see that's got a picture of Ego with no hair in this case on the cover. So brilliant stuff. I can't wait to read it. I just got the notification this morning. I haven't been through my entire email inbox yet. I know there's a lot of other people also that are looking to get in touch with me. Skype and Telegram and everything is just lit up like a damn Christmas tree. I'm going to get to everybody today. Ego, congratulations, my friend. That is great. The floodgates are opening. Caroline, what say you? And then we'll go to Bill.
Okay, hi. Well, that's a tough act to follow, Ego. I've not got anything quite so exciting to share with the group, but anyway, I'll do my best. Was there a subject to this day's session? Because I joined a bit late, or am I just...
Yeah, getting in the flow.
Getting in the flow. Okay. Well, I'll just share a win if that's okay. Whether it's directly in the flow, but it feels like it's in the flow because it's to do with Amazon. So before I started my personal Amazon journey, I've been working on another account selling gourmet food products in the US on Amazon, but really kind of a half-assed job because no one in the business, including me, really knew how Amazon worked. And we've made a few sales and we appear on first page or we don't. We have someone else's listing, accidentally hijack the listing because that's what Amazon does. I don't know. We just rolled with the punches really. And then I just thought, and I get a very small income from it, just processing sales. So today I went to the owner of the company and I said, right, I've got a proposal. Will you give me a budget to basically improve our Amazon listing so we can just completely radically improve our sales? And so I've got $500 to just play on the listings and use the knowledge that I'm learning from my own products. Because I thought I'm not doing this as an hourly rate because this is really high skilled stuff. So I got the budget, which is very grown up. I've never really worked to budgets. And I'm just going to use all my knowledge and create some fantastic listings and hopefully loads more sales. Beautiful. And then I've got another little win. Actually. So in my work, I work for some dental practices doing web design, web management and design work. And they wanted to enter these awards recently. And I had no notice. I had to produce these presentation documents, submissions to say how wonderful we were. And they give me nothing. I know the practices and I know the dentist, but I had to basically create these submissions in the space of a few days. And I did 5. And in the first lot of awards, we got nominated finalist in 3 categories: best patient care for 2 practices and best practice. And then in the private dentistry awards we heard today, we've got 2 more nominations. And pretty much it was because of the work I did. So I'm really, really chuffed.
Wow. Congratulations.
So my wins
keep on coming. Thank you, Caroline. And I know you got lots of other good stuff in the works too,
oh yes,
as does our friend Bill McDonald. Bill, what say you, sir?
Hi guys, how are you all on Friday?
We got a guest.
Yeah, this is my daughter's dog that I'm also looking after. just to add to the pile. Good in the flow. Ego, unbelievable. We used to talk in work about how some people were not so much a money magnet as a SH1T magnet, because they would usually end up with all the crappy jobs and all the trouble that would come to them. But in the flow for me has been the support I've got this week from all you guys, and I'm on top of the world again, thankfully. I've managed to climb my way out of the hole that was there for a while. I am writing a book, John, but it but it won't be based on anything intelligent like egos. But in the flow is really, as you can see, all the wins that have come from everybody here today. I mean, it's just amazing, and that's all the flow that it's needed. And it's no doubt, Think and Grow Rich. Surround yourselves in a mastermind group. Two brains becomes three brains. That just sings loud for me from what everybody's saying here, because there is even though it's through the internet, there's a power that you can feel. That when you think about, I mean, if I'm walking the dog, I think about the guys that I've said things on a particular day, and you can really feel that sort of whole magnetism that comes with this group, and it's fantastic. There's no two ways about it, John. People come into your path. The law of attraction is the law of attraction here, because all these people have come together through the law of attraction. No other reason for it. Yes, there may be other people think there are other reasons, but I'm a firm believer that it's the law of attraction has brought everybody together at this one time. And it's a rare thing that you see in your life when you get a group of people together, all the right people, all at the right time. And this is pretty damn positive. So well done you, Johnny. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Bill. I think there's a lot of people who don't even know that this exists.
Yeah.
And they deserve to be enlightened, right? Just like people who are about to go and experience some profound insights, I'm sure, from Ego's book, because Ego is a deep thinker and a doer, right? And those are exactly the people that I want to surround myself with, people who are deliberately getting in the flow by their own intent and action. So thank you so much, Bill. So glad you're in my life, my friend. Let's go to David Dixon, who astonishingly we haven't heard from yet today on a Friday. Usually he's the first guy to speak on Fridays. David.
Well, I did sit here earlier on with my little joke.
Oh, I'm sorry. I couldn't see. I can only see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
scripts,
including my own. So go ahead.
That's okay. That's okay. Actually, I'm going to be a bit cheeky. I've got 2 jokes today. Is that all right?
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Let's do it, David.
Okay.
I expect nothing less from you.
First one, I met my wife on the net. We were both lousy trapeze artists.
Oh, there you go. We get it.
And the second one, about a month before he died, my grandfather covered his back with lard. After that, he went downhill very quickly.
Okay, good stuff. Oh, Star's enjoying that. Star's definitely enjoying that. Very good. Thank you, David. All right. So is that all? Do you have anything else, David, you'd like to share before we turn the microphone over?
No, turn the microphone over to Lindsay.
Got it. We're going to have Lindsay come out here. And Lindsay, I'm going to go ahead and hand you the microphone, and I'm going to be right back. So Lindsay, Dollar England. Lindsay. Uh-oh. The moment I had to stand up, the speaker, you got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
You got it. I'll be right back. Talk.
Okay. Okay. No, what kept kind of for me was being the flow of money. And I've always heard that if people say, well, if you see something on heads or tails, don't pick it up if it's on tails. But then you're putting out in the universe that you don't need money. So that's something that came up. But also I live in Alabama, and there's a lot of, wooded area. Well, I kept coming up to this place, and it was downhill, but there was always water, like gathered, but I couldn't tell what it was. But anyway, so my curiosity kept at me, and I went and got a shovel. And I found an underground spring, and I was like, where is this coming from? Because I could not figure out where the water was coming from, and it was driving me crazy. And this was like February last year. And I remember my husband saying, what do you want for Valentine's Day? I was like, well, do you have a pickaxe, a shovel? And I was like wanting the stuff, but you should see what I've done to this this place, trying to figure out where that water starts. So just in my head, but I was like having a really bad, I guess, block in my head. But that's finding where the source of that water was coming from, because I kept thinking, okay, if you get the flow with it, where the hell's it coming from? So that's kind of, I mean, I spent a lot of time down there, I guess, thinking and all, but yeah, that's what was coming up for me. I was trying to find where the water was coming from to get in the flow with it, like flow of money. But
and you know, when I think about looking for the source, right?
Yeah.
There's plenty of sources, right? And I
Right.
think a lot of times if we are, like we talked about earlier this week, if we're getting married to a particular vehicle, like, oh, that's got to be the source. And damn it,
Yeah.
that's what I planned, right? That's what I planned for. So this must be the source. And a lot of times, Lindsay, and you and I know this because we've had plenty of conversations with people about alternate sources, so to speak,
Right.
multiple streams. Regardless of what vehicle, here's the question: what do you want? Right? Like sometimes we set up like a business plan, a business strategy with people, and they're thinking, well, based on these metrics or these numbers or this compensation plan or this product, you know, here's what I should expect. No, none of that. What do you want? Right? And then we'll find methods to conform to he or she who is in charge, right? Because you've got a goal. Now, without a goal, well, who knows, right? Now we're looking at secondary issues, like here's the vehicle, here's the product, here's whatever. That's all secondary. What's primary? What do you want? Who's doing it?
Exactly.
Good stuff.
That's very true.
Butch agrees. Yes, I agree. Okay, very good. He just wants the meat. Where's the meat? Where's the meat? Okay, let's go to, hey, Joe, you got the floor, sir.
Oh, thank you, John. You know, my 2 cents, just all everybody's wins and so forth they're getting, they're earned. You know, they're doing the work to get the win, and it's just this whole group seems to help everyone. It just brings everyone up, and they able to do it. You know, I just see, you know, millionaires in this. The mindset of everyone is just changing and evolving. It's just absolutely awesome. And, you know, I really appreciate everybody. And it's just, you know, the things that I've learned going on, it just, it's mind boggling. You know, all the books and so forth. And I start to see more and more of that correlation of what we read and what's been put forth, and the integrity and honesty. Just amazing. Yeah. Thank you.
You know what I think is amazing, Joe, is that you didn't talk for like the first 2 months that you were hanging around with us. So, and now here you are, man, still in the show. Right. I love you, brother, and your wife. I mean, I'm guessing Regina's out doing some work, right? She's.
Yes, she is. She'll be back soon. We had an event last night, and she had some stuff that had to get done, you know, this morning. And she said, "Make sure you're on that call." I said, "Yes, I will." But you know, she'll be back here in another hour or so.
Oh, good. Maybe she'll be able to participate in our fun hospitality suite game that we're playing today. Ivier, maybe you can come out and tell everybody what we're going to do. And Mark, you've got the floor next. So let's go to Mark, and then maybe Ivier will give us the public service announcement. Hey, Mark.
John, a word that comes to mind for me in this group is synergy. Certainly there's the whole law of attraction. Over the last 6 months, I just feel like we've kind of grown into this big family. We help each other. And it's much different than some of the environments that I think many of us have been in. You know, kind of a true word phrase, I think people would understand what this means. It's the kind of the smiling tiger approach. You know, it's the people who smile on your face and carry the K-bar behind their back. And you know, I'm sure all of us have dealt with that at one time or another. And I just don't feel that here at all. I just feel this huge environment of love and compassion and intellect and understanding and willingness to work together. And it's just the more I see that, the more I feel that. I'm just it really is comforting to me to feel that. And your comment to Joe, yeah, I mean, there are some people here who started out and you know, were rather silent and were not compelling or pushing people to do anything out of the ordinary for themselves. But I think it is a testimony to this whole environment that people start feeling compelled, like, yeah, I do want to start participating. I do want to share. And it's a very open and receiving environment. I'm very happy with it. I'm excited, and I just continue to move forward. And I'll close with this. What do you call a baby kangaroo that's lazy?
I don't know.
A pouch potato.
A pouch potato. Bam.
And that's it for me.
David's disagreeing. David. Okay. All right. Very good. Ivy Bernavis. Oh, I'm sorry.
Thanks, John. Hi, everyone. I think just to say congratulations again to everyone who shared a win. Ego, Sonia, you know, Bill, you're back up with us. It's always good to have you with us, and we're just glad that you've come, you know, full circle again. You know, I think this is just the power of this group. Who would have thought that this is where we'd be 6 months down the line, right? I'm sure, John, even when you put this together, you had no idea. I mean, those daily success calls were only meant to last 2 weeks, I was told at some point. Here we are, how many months on, in another iteration of that initial concept, bigger and stronger and going places. I mean, the best really is yet to come. I mean, this is just the start of it. We are going to open this up. It was already open to more people to join. So there's that affiliate link that's going. This family is going to get bigger. We're going to get stronger. I mean, we're all going somewhere. And, you know, just thinking about the books that we're reading, you don't have to be somebody special. You don't have to have, you know, loads, the entire alphabet after your name. As long as you have a burning desire and you're prepared to do the work it takes to get there, this is no respecter of persons, right? Success is yours. If, you know, it's like, how badly do you want it? You know, that's the question you need to answer. So to everyone out there who thinks everyone who's shared or everyone who's here, you know, has some magic wand or some special skill, it's so not the case. It's just, do you want it bad enough? And are you prepared to do what it takes to get there? That's it, really. So just to encourage everyone that it is possible, it does work. You know, it's a principle, it's a law, you know, it can't be broken. If you just do what it takes, you'll get to the other side. And I think, and hopefully everything you're hearing today, you know, it's just reaffirming that for you and making you believe that it can be you next call, which is, you know, going to be as early as after this in the hospitality suite. We are having Fun Facts Friday today. We've got 35 submissions in total so far, which is fantastic. And there are some amazing ones in there. So, you know, just look forward to the next session. I mean, this tribe, this crew, this family, my peeps, as I call you, to some of my friends, you know, I love you guys. I mean, this is just amazing. It's priceless for me. You know, I can't believe we've got it for the steal that we've got it at. And John, I just want to say thank you for putting all of this together and, you know, just taking us all along on the journey with you. Yeah, thanks.
My pleasure, Vivier. Thank you so much. Thank you. By the way, is this air conditioning compressor noisy? Are you guys hearing that?
No, we can't hear it. No.
Oh, it's good? Okay, very good. I know some of you are already shoveling snow. Yeah. So we got air conditioning going at 9:40 in the morning. So let's go to Ingrid with her most strategically placed camera ever. And then we got Virginia. Hey, Ingrid. Let's come on out here. Ingrid, if you can unmute. Ingrid, I know she's driving. She's got the controls. She does not
Okay.
have. There she
Good.
is. Yep.
Hi there. So yeah, I'm driving because I do that occasionally. So yesterday was completely fantastic. From all day, it was a huge wind day, and I just want to share it because I tried to tell my son, and he's 14, and he was like, "Oh, that's nice." So yeah, first thing that happened is that I figured out how to make white backgrounds in these art things that I'm going to be listing for a friend of mine who's super artsy and was getting all annoyed about having to figure out how to do the background. So that was really great. Got someone helping me with that in our Canadian Blue Sky group. So that was super. And I'd also started the works about importing a really cool product from the UK. First, the man didn't want to deal with me because he didn't need the business because it's been going so well since COVID. But I explained to him that soon everyone in the UK was going to have one of his things. And so then he needed to think bigger. And so that worked. And so I'm going to put it on Amazon, but I told a bunch of friends about it just for fun yesterday and sold 3 of them just like with my friends. So that was really excellent. And the violin thing. So I need about 100 grand for this violin. And I've saved up 10% in the last couple months, which is pretty awesome during COVID and not working. And I now have actually had contact with, I needed to have contact with some different people about it. And they got back to me. And now I'm ready to be able to ask people for a loan, which I couldn't really do before because I didn't have any skin in the game. So it's kind of hard to get someone to drop you a whole bunch of cash if you actually haven't done anything for it, right? So yeah, it's totally cool. I'm totally psyched. And I absolutely think that coming in on these calls is really helpful. Really, really helpful. I really appreciate it. And I also made some amazing supper last night. That's it.
Wow.
Oh, and another thing,
Yeah.
I had Evelyn from Florida help me 2 days ago. She's absolutely awesome. It was incredible, the stuff she helped me with. It was a great thing to have her help me. So yeah, that's it.
What a great group. And you know what, just looking at you and hearing you now, and thinking back to some of the prior sessions that you've participated in, I can clearly see evolution right before my eyes. Ingrid, I honor you so much, especially during a situation where much of society is looking at pandemics and lockdowns and negative circumstances. You've already been able to bank an additional 10K towards this thing that you want. There's nothing vague about $100,000 violin. That's not something you decide on a whim or something, right? I mean, that's a big deal. Most people on the planet will never even see $100,000 violin. You intend to own one. So, holy crap. We are advancing. We are outproducing the negative circumstances. Yeah, here's the pile of crap, but here's how much higher than that I operate, right? That's what I'm hearing from you. Well done. Well
Thanks,
done, my
John.
friend.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Beautiful stuff. All right, we've got Virginia and then Therese, and then I think we're wrapping up. Hey, Virginia, you've got the floor.
Good morning. So I have a joke, which I think fits in. My teachers told me that I'd never amount to much because I procrastinated so much, but I just told them, just you wait.
There you go. There it is. David, do you approve of that joke? I saw a little meme going around the internet. It was Procrastinators Unite, and it had a fist, and then it said tomorrow. Right.
Ego, I want to congratulate you on actually getting that book done. I just joined Kindle Unlimited on the 30-day free trial and downloaded it. You need to now make it Audible. There's stuff on Blue Sky on how to do that so that we can just be listening to it while we're exercising or laying in bed or whatever. So, but I look forward to reading it as a fellow breast cancer survivor. The other thing is, Ingrid, you just reminded me that I have a violin that is probably built in the I'm going to say, I don't have an exact date, but I'm going to say like 1940s maybe or 50s by my Czechoslovakian great uncle, who was a violin maker. So I'll sell it to you for 50. You know, you don't have to go pay 100 to anybody. You know? But I'm going to go find that violin, which I have in its case, and it's just sitting there. I really need to probably see what its value is and get it out in the world.
Good times.
And
That'll
that's
take
all
up
I
violin
have.
playing, right?
Yeah, I could have money. I could have gold sitting, you know, in my closet.
Or you could have music, right? I mean, if you learn the violin. I have a violin from Romania, in fact. It's definitely not $100,000 violin, probably a, I don't know, $500-600 violin.
Great.
And it sounds amazingly bad when I play it. So, so Nikki, you had a comment on that?
Yeah, I've got 3 and a viola.
Oh, wow.
I know.
We actually have 2 violins, but this one that I'm talking about is the oldest, and nobody plays, so they're just sitting there, and that's a shame.
Well, what a difficult instrument too. A lot of people, I mean, some people make it look easy, but just holding the bow is like, takes like 5 years to just learn how to hold the bow. It's like such a discipline. It's amazing stuff.
The true discipline is the parents that put up with the first couple of years.
There you go. There you go. So good times, everybody. I think Therese is up next, unless Nikki had something else. Nikki, something to add? You good, Nikki? No? Yes?
Yeah.
Therese.
Hello, happy Friday, everyone. Nice to be here. Nice to see all the faces. So wins, let's see. I mean, there's a lot of great things going on for me on the nutrition side of my world, and I'm thrilled about it. It's a part of the big picture for me. As far as the Amazon things going, I keep pushing forward, and I can't quite tell if the product's getting shipped or not today, but I did say that I was going to cancel completely, ask for a refund. So that hopefully won't have to happen, but I definitely put the words out there, and I did it through Alibaba so that it's in, it's in their platform. So I feel good about that. And I think I'm going to go ahead and put the down on a third product, which is a totally different supplier. And I think I'm going to do it fulfillment by merchant this time and just see how that goes. I'm going to learn that avenue. And definitely have been researching the affiliate program. I mean, I'm hopefully going to get some data on the affiliate program. So another avenue for income. It's definitely on my mind. And then I guess more on a personal note, I guess I could show you that you can see the floor around my desk now. You couldn't see that up until last night. So I stayed up last night and again, I'm getting rid of so much stuff that's just been hanging around. It feels very good. So almost, probably 75% of the boxes are gone with just stuff. And a lot of it is recycled stuff, but fun stuff to go through and really reflect back on. And there's things as far back as like grade school, kindergarten. And, it's been really interesting. And you get to see these patterns in your life, and I guess in summation, I'm exactly who I was back in kindergarten. I'm exactly who I'm intended to be. And I've never felt more confident about my role and my purpose than I have today. And this platform, you, John, the team really have helped solidify for that for me. And thank you. There was no coins showed up around me, but there's still time. There's still time. I'm going to head out for a run after. And, every time I see a coin, I pick it up and I'm grateful.
Fantastic. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone.
Reese. And I think with that, we're just going to go ahead and wrap up. Of course, we're going to be getting together at the top of the hour.
I have one last thing to say. Sorry, before we wrap up, in terms of like attracting money to you, I've been having a bit of a weird week and having to generate a lot of funds all of a sudden. And so I decided to grease the wheels of attraction by giving. And I gave the day that I had the big shock where I had to found out I had to generate a huge amount of funds in a very short amount of time, which is a bit of a shock. I went and gave a £10 note to the poor homeless guy that sits outside the supermarket near me, feeling that that was a really good to outflow in order to inflow, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, that was the last thing I thought I should share with everybody.
Okay. There's definitely a way to induce gratitude and thereby get into the flow yourself, and that is to give something, to outflow something, to put something out there in whatever form. And I think that all of us, since we're engaged in entrepreneurial endeavor, we can find multiple ways of doing that. One of the most obvious, I think, is to do a little bit more marketing, do a little bit more promotion, something that we can outflow into the marketplace that will cause attention and interest to be placed on us. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and outflow something right now, not of my own product, but of one of our esteemed members, which we already mentioned today, but I'm just going to show you what showed up in my Kindle as we were having our session here today. There it is. More Than Just My Hair, Journeying Through Cancer, Choosing Faith Over Fear by Ego OB. Everybody go ahead and grab that. In fact, I will see everyone in just a few minutes. Time for a potty break, I think. Fill your coffee cup or tea if you're on the other side of the pond. And we will get together in the hospitality suite for the fun facts game that Ivier is going to facilitate. So I'll see you guys there. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great day in the meantime. Bye for now.